In this video, we would talk about major changes which have come in the income tax return filing form for the financial year 15-16, assessment year 16-17. We want to discuss about is disclosure of assets and liabilities in the return form. Earlier, individuals and HUFs not having any businesses were not required to disclose the value of their assets and liabilities in the return filing form. But now with the financial year 15-16, assessment year 16-17, they are also required to do that in the ITR form 1, 2, 2A, 3, 4, 4S, wherein if their income is more than 50 lakh rupees in a financial year, both movable and non-movable immovable properties are required to be disclosed in the return form. The next thing which we want to talk about is now under the presumptive taxation, wherein you do not need to maintain proper books of accounts. Firms are also allowed to disclose their income under presumptive taxation 44 AD, wherein there is a separate place wherein details regarding interest to partners and salary needs to be provided. It's a very good news for firms which were previously not allowed to disclose their income and get taxed under the presumptive taxation. Another thing which we want to discuss about is additional exemption of 50,000 under section 80 CCD, wherein under the national pension scheme, if you deposit 50,000 rupees, up to 50,000 rupees you will get exemption or deduction under section 80 CCD. A different row has been brought in the form to account for that, and so that you can disclose it properly in the returns. One more new requirement which has come in ITR 5 and 6, that is for partnership firms, LLPs and companies, that they need to additionally disclose if they are required to be audited under any other act, for example income tax or any other act, and the date of furnishing of that report also need to be mentioned. The idea behind this is that department wants to interlink various provisions, be it direct tax, indirect tax, or any other audit provision which are there under the state specific provisions. Here we have highlighted major changes which have been brought in the return filing form for the financial year 15-16, assessment year 16-17. There are other small changes, but they are not very relevant to all the assessees relevant to. So we have brought in only changes which are impacting most of the assessees. We will come with more videos on relevant topics. Thank you.